In this episode, we are on a 2-week trip to Peru. In the first part of our trip, we met with the Quechua community to learn more about their culture and traditions. We also explored the Sacred Valley's main Inca sites, the agricultural lab of Morai, the salt mines of Maras, Ollantaytambo, and of course, Machu Picchu. We're now headed to Arequipa, a vibrant city with great food and a strong colonial heritage. We'll also visit Lake Salinas, a fantastic nature reserve as well as a wildlife conservation area. This was one of the highlights of our trip for sure. Finally, we'll head to the Peruvian jungle to meet with some coffee growers and learn the secrets of the black gold. The second part of our trip begins in the city of Arequipa, which lays right at the foot of a dormant volcano called Misty.
Hi, we're in Arequipa. This is the second largest city in Peru. It fits much more lived in than Cusco, which is a bit more touristy. This is a completely colonial city created by the Spanish. We're sitting on the square of San Francisco Basilica.
It's a really beautiful view, lots of jacaranda trees.
So there's quite a few things to do here. We have the Monastery of Santa Catalina. We also have the Laguna de Salinas, which is a giant salt lake, about 2 hours drive away from Arequipa.
We're hoping to get some local food later.
There are more food options here than there will be in Cusco, so I'm quite excited for that.
Our first order of the day is to visit San Camilo, a vibrant market which offers over 100 square meters of stalls and opens every day of the week. The structure of the market was designed by French architect Gustave Eiffel 130 years ago. It offers mainly fruits, traditional food, cheeses, and medicinal herbs.
Hey, so we're in Lake Salinas this morning. This is a really extended salt lake that is populated by flamingos, various species of birds. It's in the middle of the mountains, where I think over 4.5 thousand meters high.
I think it's the highest we've been.
So this is higher than Cusco. It's quite high up,
Yeah.
and let's see what we can find here.
Hopefully we can see some viscachas, vicuñas,
Alpacas, llamas,
and obviously the flamingos.
and the flamingos.
We make our way into the Aguada Blanca National Reserve, high in the Andean plateaus. Through the window, we can see the shape of extinct volcanoes, lakes and grassland, and the occasional alpaca crossing the road. The reserve is home to 3 different species of flamingos, not found anywhere else on the planet. They live in salt lakes during the summer to feed on the shrimp, which gives them their distinct pigmentation, and they migrate to the lower wetlands in the winter. We walk down from our vantage point to get a better look at what we came here for. This is a vicuña. It is the national mammal of Peru and the smallest in the camelid family. Vicuñas survive on dry grasses and live in high elevations. They travel in small herds of up to 15 females, usually led by a male who acts as the lookout. It is 6 a.m. and we are on a long car ride to Quillabamba, deep in the Peruvian jungle. Outside the window, the landscape becomes greener and lusher as we go. We stop somewhere in the Urubamba Valley, a fertile place where high-altitude plantations abound. As we walk down to the jungle, the air becomes thicker and more humid. But this is what we came for. These red fruits are those of a coffee tree, ready to be picked. We meet with Francisco, the plantation owner, as well as his son, who soon puts us to work in the field.
You could have another job, Alex.
Sorry?
You could have another job.
After harvesting the coffee fruits, we're about to discover the next step in the coffee making process. The fruits are then washed twice, and any fruit that floats is discarded. Afterwards, they are manually ground to separate the skins from the seeds. Once gathered, the seeds will be fermented for 1 month in closed bags. They are then dried before the final stage, toasting. This experience certainly is one we won't forget, and it made us appreciate all the difficult steps necessary to a drink which we take for granted every day. We're back in Arequipa to visit the monastery of Santa Catalina. This Dominican monastery was founded in 1579 as the colony of Arequipa was starting to expand. It was designed as a citadel within the city and extends over 20,000 square meters. It includes a convent, a church, kitchens, cloisters, and even its own streets. Parts of the convent are still used by nuns to this day. This is definitely a must-see if you visit Arequipa. Peru is known internationally for its unique cuisine, so here are some of the restaurants you should check out if you're in Arequipa or Cusco. Starting with Khao Thai in Arequipa. This is a Peruvian Thai fusion restaurant which puts a creative spin on some of the Peruvian classics. Second on our list is Chicha por Gaston in Arequipa. Amazing setting, great service and classic Peruvian staples with high quality ingredients. In Cusco, Ceviche Seafood Kitchen offers amazing views on the Plaza de Armas and a variety of fish dishes. Oh, and their pollo crocante was one of the best we've had on this trip. Last mention is Yaku in Cusco. Their trad tiradito was delicious and a real feast for the eyes too. There aren't many places left in this world where you can still feel truly alone, fully immersed in nature. But fortunately the Laguna de Salinas is one of those. And it provided an epic conclusion to our trip to Peru. The country we'll definitely visit again someday.